Everybody, welcome to Stampin' Sunday. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and a great Thanksgiving weekend. Nice long weekend for some. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Now I can put my glasses back on. I enjoyed it. Had a great time with the family on Thanksgiving, giving thanks for everything that we have, like my friends. And then did some Christmas shopping on Friday. Got a lot of that done. And then, of course, decorating for the holidays. So yeah, that was great fun yesterday, decorating. And a little bit of stamping today. So today what I'm going to show you is, I know everybody's still in the Christmas mood. Of course we are. It just started. But it seems like, you know, we've been doing Christmas cards for a while. So I just wanted to take a little break just for tonight. Okay, I'll be back with Christmas cards. Doing Christmas cards on Facebook Friday. Okay, I promise. So let me just see who's on here. I forgot to put my comments on. Sorry. Just stop in, say hi. Hi, Fran. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Megan. Good morning, Megan. I know it's morning over there. Thank you for sharing it, Stacy. Yes, please share my video. So today what I wanted to do is I decided, and I'm going to just grab this because I can't show it to you, but the inside. Yeah, because you can't see that. So I'm playing around with the stamp set called Beauty Abounds, and that's from the new catalog. And then actually there's two that I'm going to be showing you, and the other one is the Butterfly Duet bundle. So I played around with that, plus there was a third one, and they all really tied in together, so I was kind of like all over the place, not just one set this time. I kind of like to play with everything. So let me just show you, okay? Let me switch the camera and I will show you. Okay. So first, don't forget, this is my hostess code. I know a lot of people have already started using that. We do have the specials going on right now. 10% off with Stampin' Up! On certain items. And today and tomorrow it is the kits. And I don't have the list with me. Sorry, I should have brought that over, but I didn't. So it's on my blog. Just go to Stampersdelight.com or go to my online store and you'll see what's on sale today for 10% off. So let me show you what I played around with, okay? And I apologize, I forgot to shut my phone off, so it means it might ring. So in the big catalog, we got Humming Along at on stage. Now this does come with framelits. We didn't get the framelits at on stage, but as a demonstrator, I can pre-order them on December 5th. And if you want to join my team and join Stampin' Up, just go to stampersdelight.stampinup.net, join my team. You can get these products on December 5th, a month before everybody else. So Humming Along is great. It's a great set. It's a cute set. It's got everything I need, birthday and thank you. Hope you're feeling better also. So what I paired that up with, let me just show you. I cut these out because I didn't have the framelits. So the first one I'll show you is I Hope You're Feeling Better. Okay. And I hope Illinois is getting a blizzard. I don't know if those are new comments or old comments. I believe they're new comments. Okay. So here, this is the card that I did with the Humming Along set. And this paper is the paper from the Sale A Bration Botanical Buttery Fly Designer Series paper, and that's one side of it back there. And then this ribbon is called the flax ribbon rather, and it's really neat because you can pull it apart. It's white, and I'm sure we can dye it. You know, we can color this. I haven't tried that yet, but you know most of our ribbons you can. Okay, thanks, Pat. It's a new one. Okay, I thought maybe I'm saying you're having a blizzard there. I'm sorry. So what I did was I just took the piece of white and behind it, I just layered the ribbon all the way across, and then just pulled it apart to give it like a little fringed edge, if you can see that. Okay. And then, of course, I cut the flower out, did it with my blends, and then, of course, I used Wink of Stella, which I just had to order a couple more of those because I love my Wink of Stella. All right, and then on the inside, I didn't put a saying yet because I'm not sure, you know, what the saying is going to be. It's for somebody that's not feeling well. And then again, I used that leaf from the stamp set and the Wink of Stella in my blends. So this is one card I did with the Humming Along. Now I'll do more with these after they're available for the customers. But I was just kind of in the mood to play with my new stuff. So here's the second one I did. And this, of course, is with the bird. And I'll bring him up close so you can see he's also done with the Wink of Stella and the blends. This is actually very similar to a card that's in the Occasions catalog. But there's a framelit that does some cutouts here. And, of course, I don't have the framelit, so I improvised. Okay, so I cased it, but I did it a little bit different. Now, this is watercolor paper. And I just used my aqua painter and some Cabana, where is it? Coastal Cabana, and did that as a backwash. And then, of course, I layered the Coastal Cabana with the bird on there. And you can see, again, I used the Wink of Stella. And this was the birthday. I didn't put anything inside yet. Okay. I hear my husband running down the stairs here. Okay, so that's the second one. So those are two that I did with this stamp set. I know there's a little glare there, so I'll bring that up a little bit so you can see it. So those are two I played with. Now earlier, and I'm not sure if I showed these before or not. I know I took pictures of them and put them on my blog, but I did play around with the Meant to Be. And that's the framelits, matching framelits. This is a Valentine's Day set. I don't know about anybody else, but every time I see this saying, Meant to Be, I start singing that Florida Georgia Line song with, what's it, BB, I forgot her last name, but if it was meant to be, it's meant to be. Every time I see this stamp set, I get singing that song. So here's two cards that I had done with that previous, and I think I may have showed those on my other Facebook Live. But I just wanted to bring them in and show them one more time. That's a Valentine's Day. And this is for the simple stamping, which I absolutely love this card. And that's why I'm showing it again. Could be for a wedding, could be for Valentine's Day, could be for an anniversary. And, of course, there's nothing on the inside. But this is what I would consider simple stamping. And I absolutely love that. Okay, so let me bring in the next cards and what I'm going to show. And this is the Butterfly Gala. And this is a suite. You can get the punch, the stamp set and the punch. And I know I showed these before. And then, of course, they have some wood elements. And the different colored gingham paper. And, of course, one side is the small gingham. The other side is the large gingham in the different colors. So for this card, playing around with this one, I'll show you what I came up with. I got to show you. Okay, so I did two cards with this. Look at that. There's a dimensional on the back of that. This one I used, again, this is the Botanical Butterfly Designer Series paper from, wow, something just happened. The light went out. Got a little dark there. There we go. Whoops, sorry about that. Okay. So I paired that up with the coral paper, Calypso Coral, and then the Highland Heather, because that's the colors that are in this designer series paper. Hi, Christine. Hi, Vicky. And then here you can see these are three-dimensional, or dimensionals are on there, not right underneath there. Now, that's from the punch, okay? So what I did was I used this stamp right here. And let me show you the stamps one more time. I know I showed them on my sneak peek, but this is so great. I got dimensionals all over me here. I used this one. I know it's hard to see. So when I stamp that, and when I go in and punch it out, it makes the two different butterflies, the large and the small. So that's the one I used for that. And then, of course, you got the little pieces, their little bodies, the large one and the small one, and I stamped those on there. But let me put him back and I'll show you. So I'll bring that in again. So it's just the background paper and then layered with the Heather Highland and the Calypso Coral. They go great together. I could have used yellow too. And then again, since it's not a Christmas card, I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, probably a birthday. And then I just used the Hello Beautiful, which also comes in the set. But I used our other punch from the annual catalog, okay, for that. So that's another card that I did with this. And then I used, again, the Botanical Butterfly Designer Series paper with the gingham on Daffodil Delight. I brought in our punch from the annual catalog and our stitched framelits in the oval. Can't wait to get the rectangle ones. And then, of course, our twine that's in the annual catalog. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The paper is gorgeous, isn't it, Diana? And, of course, this one I opened this way. Now, this one I took two different sayings and put them together on one block so I could stamp "You are amazing, happy birthday." And then that goes really nice together. So this is a birthday card. But I'll bring it up closer. Can you see it? Look at that paper. Absolutely gorgeous. So those are the two cards I came up with for that stamp set. And again, I'll be playing more with these in the months to come after the holidays. I just wanted to take a little break from the holiday cards. Not that I'm tired of them. Never get tired of Christmas. And that's the Butterfly Gala. And remember, you save 10% on all the bundles. So it's an automatic savings when you buy a bundle. Okay. Now, here's the one I'm going to show tonight. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is Beauty Abounds. Again, I tied them all together. Did you see how I kind of tied them all together with the butterflies, even though the one was hummingbirds? So this is the Beauty Abounds stamp set. And this just reminds me, it's a million little things. It's a million little things. Anybody else watch that show? I tie everything into something I'm doing here. Let me move that out of the way. In the framelits, you get so many framelits here. Okay, let me actually, I never actually counted them, but there's 20 framelits in here. Okay, Diana, I'm not sure what you meant on that. Okay, so just remind me. Sorry, I'm reading my comments. So we got these two framelits. Check these out. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Yeah, I know. It 'tis the season for the weather. Okay, so look at these two gorgeous big framelits. And they're all one piece. Isn't that great? I love these. And then you have all these little butterflies. So what I do, when I'm cutting out two big framelits, one of these, let's say one of these, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute, I make sure I throw some little of the little butterflies, or whatever the little framelits are, around the piece of paper, or even in here if they're pieces that are going to be popped out, so that you have your little butterflies made up later on. Okay? So I think that's, I mean, just, let me just show you. You could take one of these little butterflies, and when you're cutting this piece out, you're laying it down there. Well, this piece is not going to go anywhere. It's just, going to go in the garbage. Put that little framelit in there. Look at that. Look how many of these little guys you can get inside there when you run it through your Big Shot. Especially if you're using like glitter paper or the foil paper. Just stick those little guys in any hole there that you can. And then you got yourself some little butterflies. I don't want to lose him. Okay. And then you have this nice piece. And all these little guys. Okay, so these two we're going to keep out because I'm going to be using those. I'm just going to put these away. And let's see what I did with that. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is this one. Okay, for what I'm showing tonight is I'm going to be using some of the Brusho. But this is one card that I did. Now, granted, this green glitter paper is in the holiday catalog, so by the time you can get these, you won't be able to get the glitter paper. So you want to get the glitter paper now so that when these become available to you, you have your colored glitter paper. Look at that. And of course, this is the Brusho in the background, and it is the moss green with the little yellow and a little blue back there. Let me bring it in again so you can really see it. And then the little sequins are also from the new catalog. And I got those over here. See, I'm trying to remember to put them where I can reach them so I can tell you the names. And of course, the name is ripped off that one, but it's the new sequins in the catalog. And then I used the Seafoam Green. Oh, thank you, Maureen. And again, I put 2 stamps together. You can also use your Stamparatus, which I prefer to use, except for when I'm doing a Facebook Live video, it's hard for me to get all that in here. That's the only reason I don't have the Stamparatus out right now. And, of course, I put the 2 sayings together, and then I just stamped off some butterflies. See? So that's one of them. The other one that I did is this one. Now, the difference is the 2 pieces. This one is the wider one, because you can see it's wider. And then this is the narrower one, the more of an outline one. Okay. That one I did with Blueberry Bushel. Again, I used the watercolor paper, and I just did a wash. And then I used the real thin die for an outline. And of course, you can see that this is also the watercolor paper with the Brusho. And you're going to see, you're going to get 2 cards out of 1 when I show you how I did that. I layered that with some foil paper back there. And then on the inside, again, I just love the saying, our friendship isn't one big thing, it's a million little things. I have several birthdays coming up for several really good friends, and I think that's a great saying. It doesn't say happy birthday, but you know what? I always write happy birthday here. It's done. Okay. The other one I did, again, I used the Botanical Butterfly paper, which they have a lot of black and white. I layered that with some Vellum cardstock over it to mute the tone a little bit. And then I used that little curly Q squiggly. Let me show you. This little squiggly. See, I didn't call him a doodad. And I made some, I did 2 in silver and 1 in the Dazzling Diamond glitter paper. And then this stamp is right here. Now, there's no framelit for that, so you do have to fussy cut it. But that's what I did on here. I did the fussy cutting. Actually, I used my scan and cut, sorry. Anything I don't have a framelit for, I can use the scan and cut. And then I put one of those small little butterflies, which does have a framelit. And let me bring it up so you can see. And then I used the Winkestella. And then, of course, some silver thread. Can you see that? Oh, thank you, Sandy. You can't go wrong with black and white. Okay, so those are the 3 there. Now, let me bring in my other card, which I want to show you, and which I'm going to do a very similar one to this. Look at this one. I'm going to bring it down here first. So this is white cardstock with the Night of Navy. And remember, this was the thin die. This is the thicker die, or the less detailed one. I don't know what you want to call it. I'd say thicker. And then I did a thinner die, the thinner one like this. I did in the silver glitter paper. So glad that was on sale yesterday because I was out of it. I know, Maureen, the thread is very easy to forget. And I'll tell you what I do. I have all 3 of my threads. I always keep them right on my desk now. Well, this is actually a long table. This is my classroom table, but it's also where I do my stamping. Because when I put those threads away, I tend to forget about them. So if they're right in front of me, I always use them. So there's the card, and you can see that, again, is the Brusho behind there. A friend is someone who chooses you out of a whole world of people. Another great birthday card. Isn't that nice? Okay, so let me show you how I did those. Okay, so I'm going to bring in, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to bring in my watercolor paper, and I'm not going to cut this, okay? And I'm going to show you why. Okay, so here's my piece, and let me get my spritzer. I get my water spritzer, and I'm just going to take it away from the camera and spritz it with the water, okay? So make believe I'm doing that. I'm spritzing. Okay. I'm going to bring in my Brusho. And I can tell I need a little more, but I don't want to put too much on. Another thing I want to show you that I found, some of mine comes out easy. This is coming out really nice and easy. I always put thumbtack back in there. But sometimes, one of them, I think it's the yellow, doesn't like to always come out. Oh, now it's coming out, of course. Well, if it doesn't, let me show you what you can do. Just take something like your blender pen, tap the bottom of it, and it'll come out. I do apologize. Can anybody hear that banging? I hope not. My husband's upstairs. We're remodeling the upstairs, and I know he forgot I was live. So let's see how this works first, okay? Before I put any more color on it, I'm going to... Hi, Karen. I'm going to spritz some more. The reason I'm not spritzing it down here is I don't want to get this paper wet yet. Then I have to change it. Okay, so I'm just going to spritz, 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 spritz. Okay, I'm going to bring it back in. And then I would let it dry. Let this dry, or you can blot it with a paper towel. I'm just going to let it dry because the miracle of TV, look at that. Whoa.